Okay, so we're going to do two problems here. The first problem is you're supposed to solve this for k. Okay, when you solve for k, that means isolate k. So to do that, first you're going to do s equals 2t squared plus tk. Right? That's just doing the distributive property. Now you need to get k by itself. So this is what you need to get by itself. So we need to get rid of the negative 2t squared. So we subtract 2t squared. So that's going to give you s minus 2t squared equals tk. Now this is good because to get the k by itself, all I need to do is divide both sides by t. And I get k equals s minus 2t squared all over t. And that is the answer for k. It's a very simple problem. If you were trying to solve for t on this problem, you would use the quadratic formula, and the things you put into the quadratic formula would actually be variables, so it gets kind of a little bit messy. But you can solve for t on that problem as well. The second one we're going to look at is find the equation of a circle with center -1, -3 passing through this point. There's actually two ways to do this problem. One way, because you know this is the case. The center, remember it's x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Well, I know what h and k are. H and k are -1 and -3. So I know my problem is this, x plus h squared plus y plus k squared. So I need to know what my radius is. Well, my radius is the distance from the center to a point on the circle. So I can use the distance formula. You should know the distance formula. It's the difference of the two x's, so -1 minus 2 squared plus the difference of the two y's, -1 minus 1 squared. So that's going to give you -1 minus 2 is 3, so 3 squared is 9. -3 minus 1 is -4. -4 squared is 16. So you get square root of 25, which equals 5. So r equals 5. So you should have got 5 squared. So the final answer, I shouldn't have put h here. It should have been 1 and k should have been 3. So the final answer should have been x plus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals, and you want to multiply 5 squared out because you can, equals 25. And so this is the equation of that circle. The other way you could have done this is starting at this point. You know that this point has to be on the circle, so it has to make it true. So you could have done 2 plus 1 squared plus, if you put this point in, 1 plus 3 squared, that has to equal r squared. And so it's going to be 3 squared is 9 plus 16 equals r squared, so r squared is 25. But this first way is probably the best way to do it, and that's the way you should be considering doing this problem.